Does anyone avoid their boss, or is that just me? Because one time I was working at this startup, and I was one of like 10 employees, and she had just fired someone, and she gave me a ride one day, and I happened to mention that I was working with that same person in a different department, because we were in two different departments, but I was helping him out because we had struck up a friendship, and during the ride I happened to mention that I was helping him, and she was like, oh, you can help the other people on the team and run a meeting without any extra pay, right? So I didn't want this, but she wrote me into it. So after that, I kept avoiding her. She was like, oh, do you want to go to lunch? I would be like, no, it's okay. I have extra work to do. I just want to get it done. And so she kept going for it. And so one day, what happened to be my last day, I didn't know this at the time, but it was my last day. And she was like, okay, we're going to lunch. And I'm like, all right. And so during the lunch, we just didn't talk about work. And anytime she brought up work, I would just change the subject to something else. And so that way, I wouldn't volunteer myself for more work. So, does anyone else avoid their boss, or is that just me?